and your pickups. Then after that, it's kind of a hodgepodge. I like to do retractors because I know I'm going to use those next along with the freer. I'm going to need a self-retainer eventually, so I like to leave that right out front. I like to use, we're going to definitely need the Castro Viejo for doing that little suture. Needle holder, much later. Set that back down. You're going to need these. These are going to go with your bipolar tip. So, bipolar cord, bipolar tip. That's set to go. If you ever see instruments that have markings on them or different colored handles, they're usually used. In this case, this is one of them. A very fine tipped right angle. I'm going to use that. Remember, you guys haven't run into bulldogs yet. That's these guys. Little bulldogs. They have curved and straight. We have 2 curved and 2 straights. Okay? And remember this guy?
Ziegler?
No.
Oh man.
The monks like to use these. They go
Yeah.
Okay.
A-L-M.
A-L-M. Okay, you're going to need a couple of little right angles. You're going to use those with vessel loops, kind of like a tie in a passer. It's going to be a vessel loop on a passer. Load them the same way and soak them in saline. Like so. Okay, what else do we need out of here? Oh yes. 2 short peons are going to be your for your peanuts. So you can load your peanuts on those. Like so. Okay, this we'll use later. I'll talk about Webster cannula. So we won't use that. We're going to use mosquitoes. We'll need 4 mosquitoes. Take the 2 that have the finest tips, which happen to be this one and this one. Use those for your suture boots. Remember the suture boots? We're going to use those to tag suture later. So you're going to want to load them ahead of time. You're going to need 1 towel clip for your roll towel piercing and 2 non for your cords and your holster, over holster. Let's see, what else are we missing here? Nothing. That's beautiful. You will be labeling 6 things. This blue basin, saline, the Asepto saline, so these 2 will be saline. This you don't have to label, we're just going to use this as a catch basin and they're going to suck the stuff out of it for when we irrigate. That's why I load this with saline after I label it and I put it in here, because when I ask for irrigation, you're going to hand them the whole thing, just like that. So those 2 get labeled saline, or NaCl is acceptable. That's the chemistry name, NaCl. You will label the med cup and 1 10cc syringe 0.5. Do not forget the 0.5% Marcaine. MARC period is fine. MARC period. Then you will have, and with that, a 25 gauge needle. No. A a 21 gauge needle. I don't know if you learned the sizes of these yet. It'll be green. If you want to learn something a little bit ahead of time, very important to remember. Blue is the smallest, it's 25. Green is the one in between, is a 21. And the largest one is 18. So the smaller the number, the bigger the lumen. It's kind of backwards, so what do you think? 25 is tiny, 16 is big, 14 is what they use to draw blood.
Blue, green.
Blue is 25, green 21, pink 18. In the med cup, you're going to label hep saline. This is heparinized saline. They're going to use this when they dilate the vessel.